The haunted highway, a trucker's nightmare. She's watching you. You ever drive down a lonely highway at night? No cars. No lights? Just you, the road, and something watching from the darkness? Mike Reynolds never believed in ghosts. But after what happened on Route 66, he doesn't just believe. He prays he never sees her again. Introduction. The longest drive of his life. Mike had been a trucker for 15 years. He'd seen it all. Drunken drifters, weird hitchhikers, strange lights in the sky. But nothing ever made his skin crawl like this night. It was past midnight, somewhere in New Mexico. The road was empty, stretching for miles into nothingness. No streetlights, no gas stations, just an endless black highway swallowed by the desert. Then he saw her, the woman on the road. She stood near the shoulder, dressed in a long white gown, barefoot, hair covering her face. Mike felt his stomach tighten. A woman, alone, in the middle of nowhere. Something wasn't right. As he passed her, he stole a glance in the mirror. She didn't move, didn't wave, just stood there staring at his truck. A mile later, his gut twisted. He glanced at the mirror again. She was still there. Not farther away. Not fading into the distance. Standing in the exact same spot. Mike's hands gripped the wheel tighter. His foot pressed the gas. He just needed to get out of here. But then, she was in the middle of the road. The first warning, Mike slammed the brakes. Tires screeched. The truck shuddered, nearly jackknifing. His headlights hit her directly. She didn't move, didn't even flinch. Then, she was gone, vanished, like she was never there. Mike sat frozen, heart pounding. His breath fogged up the windshield. The temperature inside the cabin had dropped. Then, his radio crackled, a whisper, a woman's voice. "Turn back. You shouldn't be here." Mike's blood ran cold. His radio wasn't even on. Then, the cabin lights flickered. The air turned ice cold. And in the rearview mirror, she was sitting in his back seat. The nightmare behind him. Mike let out a scream, yanking the wheel. The truck swerved, nearly flipping over. Then, just like that, she was gone. The warmth returned. The road was empty. The truck slowed to a shaky stop. He sat there for a long time, breathing hard, heart racing. Then he did the only thing that made sense. He drove straight to the nearest truck stop. Never looked back, never took that road again. Later, he found out the truth. Decades ago, a woman named Eleanor Carter was hit by a truck on that same stretch of highway. The driver never stopped, and now she's still waiting. Don't look in the mirror. So if you ever find yourself driving alone at night on an empty highway and you feel like someone's watching you, don't check the mirror, because if you see her, it's already too late.